Alliance war rating issues are annoying the status quo and no fixes in sight. Battlegrounds Modders are causing frustrations. And what a Kabam got to say about this? Also, Kabam have got stuff to say about the energy costs of Battlegrounds and will they be nerfed? We're going to look into this. And what happens to Star Ore if you don't use it in the Valkyrie store? Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Wednesday. You strike me as a person with an air of confidence about you that will just go out there and smash it. If you want to know what's wrong with me, I've been watching way too much of the Greeters Guild, and especially if you haven't seen the Man City version of this, when he refers to Haaland as you are a tremendous Nordic meat shield, have at it, and his face like just, I don't know, just that stern kind of like, you know, the Haaland face then. Go and check out the Greeters Guild. It is honestly the most hilarious thing ever. In any case, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. And just to let you know as well, we have a sponsor for this video. It is The Ridge and the Ridge keychain. This video is sponsored by The Ridge. This is my current car key and key organization system. It's disgusting. If only there were a brand that had something that could deal with this. Luckily there is. The Ridge key case features a tension panel system, so say goodbye to jangling keys and messy key rings. There we go, my key game has indeed been upgraded. I love it. It's even better because it's got a little bit of a belt clip there, so you can just like hook it on your belt. Nice. Damn, it looks good there. The Ridge key case holds from 2 to 6 keys, and it certainly is a game changer to give you easy access and organize your keys. You can find products like this as well as many others in the link in the description. And don't forget to use code RTM at checkout for 10% off your order. And you too can have nice organized keys where your pockets aren't bulky and they're not jangling all the time. This is why I love this product. Yes, thanks very much to The Ridge for sponsoring this video. Honestly, just like, it is a game changer, and I just kind of feel like my keys are so much more organized than they were before, and it's just so much handy to just like clip that onto my car keys and just not have it like jingling around, which is so much of an issue nowadays with that, and especially going places. But you can go and check out the product in the link in the description and use the code. That'd be very much appreciated. So yeah, let's get into some news stuff and coverage. So first of all, just a little bit of stuff interesting here over on Reddit. So Emerald Block put this to give the total storage of champions into this. I think there was a slight error in the Summon Symbiote. I think it wasn't classified as being in the 1-star one. But in any case, the main thing to point out is like the 5-star 228. Which kind of gives you an indication of where we are with the extent of champions within this game. Alliance War rating is now on the cards next to discuss. Now, at the start of the month, I don't know if I missed off this. There may be some reason that I did, but whatever. There seems to be like a point gain to lost kind of issue, which has gone back as the start of this month. I mean, you know, back early July. But we always play 3 BGs and get a typical plus/minus 50 rating after the war. That's how it was always, and also the first alliance was in the season. How suddenly we got plus 20, minus 20, what is wrong? You know, something like that. So there's kind of like a plus to minus kind of like issue. And like, I think maybe it's the case, like, I wanted to see how this forum thread kind of expanded, worked, didn't work, and especially where you know, people might go, oh, that's a bit, you know, well, this person might be a little bit crazy. Not so crazy when you look at losing 50 of your points, your war rating points, and you're like, oh yeah, we, you know, if we get a win, you know, we can build that back up again. That's fine. But no, that's a substantial loss. If you lost 50 at one particular point before all this kind of like stuff changed, whatever, you were having to do. And even like this this alliance here, here's a good example. Lost 50, gained back 15, a further 15 because it's like it's different, a further 15. That's still 45. They have not, from 3 wins, got back the loss that they have had from this minus 50. So you kind of like get an idea if you can't seem to gain back on this, and it is just like really bad. I think this might be specific to a certain level, but the more I've gone through this thread, it does seem that this is on a multitude. I haven't seen anything higher than tier 4, or at least war ratings that are around about like 2,300 kind of and upwards area. But I don't know, there seems to be like just a bit of a problem at the moment with this kind of like scoring system, and the consistency there follows with it. And there's a lot of players that seem to be going at each other in this forum, especially when it comes to like, first of all, you know, if you are expecting to see yourself at a certain place that you do for Alliance War, and this is affecting you, then that sucks. It really does. As to going, right, well, if you're Platinum 2 normally, and you're now Platinum, you're going to be likely Platinum 3 by the end of the season, or Platinum 3, Platinum 4 where you should be Platinum 3, then yeah, I do sympathise with that. And this is the biggest problem that Alliance Wars possesses, is that this is a longer kind of investment period of time with an alliance. All those particular fights have to go particularly well in a war. Each war has to go well for the season, and for a season perspective, everybody needs to be playing cleanly, not to be banned and taking effect with that. And it's just, unfortunately, is one of these situations of this is still a problem with Alliance War seasons, and it's not a consistent game mode, and it does need work. It does need something to be looked into, as when stuff like this happens, that it affects stuff negatively for players, it is addressed. And sadly, it's still an ongoing thing that's not being dealt with. But let's stick it to the facts. Let's stick it to what Kabam are actually going to do about this. And this is a response from Kabam Jax, and says the scoring system was adjusted in this Alliance War season. This was not intentional, and therefore is not a new norm. Which is weird to say that it was adjusted, so someone purposefully adjusted it, but it was not an intentional, and it's not a new norm. So like, it's not going to be a normal thing ongoing. So I don't know, there's kind of like a bit of contradiction in that particular sentiment. We found the cause of the issue, but will not be able to implement a change until the next season. While I know this has been frustrating, please be aware that the scoring issue is affecting all alliances equally, not just yours. So that's good in a degree that everybody is affected, but again, it kind of like points to different types of alliances that are used to getting certain types of tiers in Alliance Wars seasons and are not able to get it. So it does cause an imbalance of what your expectations and the consistent reality of your alliance's achievements will be. We're going to continue to monitor the impact of the change through the season, and we'll reconvene afterwards to see the further actions need to be taken. So I don't know, I would say that in that particular light that it would be best to kind of look at what if this Alliance War is affected, this Alliance War season is affected by the scoring system, then it needs to take into consideration what that alliance did last season, and then kind of try to marry up something as a compensation package, which will need to be felt, because it's not good. It's not a good situation to be in. Hopefully more information in the future, but sad for those that are affected by this and seeing some really wonky scores due to an issue by Kabam. Right, now let's talk about Battlegrounds. Two-parter for you. Part 1, talking about cheaters and modders. Part 2, talking about the energy cost issues and how Kabam plan to address it. So the number one point is that, yes, cheaters are still prevalent in this particular game mode and do upset the match-by-match kind of like play. And it does make me sometimes consider, why we don't have anything like an anti-cheat, an active anti-cheat, but I suppose that's software that Kabam aren't interested in putting into the game as of yet, but it would be something that would definitely stop those do this particular cheating, because it's just like, it's not good. In 2 seconds, and 6-star Null was defeated, so it just goes to show you, like, it's just not good. This particular player, I'm not going to reveal the name of it, but I will be kind of like passing on the details to a member of Kabam. Well, God only knows if that's going to be actually dealt with, because it all gets sorted out retrospectively. Yes, it will always be sorted out. Cheaters will always be dealt with at the end of the month. And it makes no difference, because what it does, this particular player probably set up an account just to mod, just to get through this, and then it will just make no difference to deterring the player, which an active anti-cheat would be so much better to take this on. But what have Kabam got to say about this? Well, they say this. And also the leaderboards, as mentioned. If you check out the Battlegrounds leaderboards, it is full. You'll never find a place full of more scum and villainy. The leaderboards will be examined to remove cheaters before distributing rewards. I know this still impacts players' match-to-match experience, but this is a beta, so please be patient as we work towards a resolution. And the only way that we're going to be able to deal with these particular cheaters and modders is to have an active anti-cheat that's able to tackle some of the changes in kind of like the behavior of the app, which I don't know how Kabam plan to do. I don't know if their tech is out there. I hope that it would be. And yeah, and the next thing would probably be doing IP-based bans, but then people will find a way around that in any case. But I just don't think there's been much done about this. And yes, as Kabam even pointed out, it does impact players' match-to-match experience. It's the loss of energy, the loss of time, the impact on getting a decent type of position, the rank, which now rank means something for what you get back from it. It is something that Kabam will need to address down the line, and yeah, still more work needs to be done to the game mode, and you know, it is in beta for a reason. It needs a lot more work done to it. But there may be some good news when it comes to the energy side of things, especially when it comes to Battlegrounds. So this is the part 2 in this Battlegrounds little coverage. And Kabam Jack said, I know the energy cost to play Battlegrounds has been something we've received a lot of feedback about. The dev team is aware and discussing potential changes. I know the conversation have included maybe reducing the cost or a potential new energy resource. So it gives you an idea right there as to the future with that. Especially because at the moment it's a problem. It is a bit of a problem at the moment. As I said, there's a good example. If you kind of like things go wrong, you think about your time investment, you think about several other things. You're like, well, trying to get that energy to then get back in again is somewhat of an issue. But there we go. That should be some good news for the future. There could be some nerfs to the energy in Battlegrounds. Now let's talk about Star Ore and the Valkyrie store. So as a lot of you know, there is a large amount of Star Ore that is on at the moment. You know, I'm on like nearly 300k. I've got 13 more side quests to do, and I got to be honest, I'll grab whatever I grab whenever I want to grab it, and that's just it. I'm auto fighting through a lot of lower stuff to grab Star Ore. And look, not everybody is going to want everything in this Star Ore store. They may kind of like, if you're a Paragon or Thronebreaker player, you may even like stop at all like the cavalry level stuff. God, I can't even speak properly. I'm leaving that in the video. I'm not editing that out. But yeah, like you want to like know for yourself, like once I've grabbed all the stuff that I want to grab, what happens to my leftover Star Ore? Because again, as I said, there will be players that will just have like tons of Star Ore and they just like can't be bothered to kind of grab some of the lower stuff. Although, I mean, for me personally, I'm going to be buying everything in the store because, you know, there's gold in there, there's just little bits, even if I get like a 4-star crystal and open it, I still get ISO. And that's one of the biggest problems that a lot of players possess is ISO deficiency. So, you know, pump in that ISO and do that stuff. Yes, there's going to be lower stuff that's not going to be really relevant, but the fact is, just grab some of the stuff whilst you can. And you may have like an event coming up at some point in MCOC where you might have to require to rank up something lower for whatever reason. So just put it in the stash and then worry about a different time, or sell stuff from your stash. You do you at the end of the day, whatever you like to do in game. But yes, the question is, what will happen to the Star Ore once it goes? In previous months, in previous quests, and in previous times, it would be a case of any kind of extra currency of some resource of some kind, like the Valor. Remember the Valor store and Valor that you earn back a long time ago? You know, that was converted to gold. So kind of go, okay, so if you keep like some extra Star Ore back, will it be converted to gold is the question. Sadly, the question is, and the answer to the question is no. That's right. No. After asking where I can clear up a couple of things. Firstly, please be aware that any leftover Star Ore will not be converted to gold and will disappear into the abyss forever. Sad. It's going to Abyss of Legends forever. Secondly, you should be able to purchase everything in store available, so you don't currently to your current title. However, doing so will require you to collect all ore from both EQ and side quest. We've done a video breakdown on this. If you haven't seen the video, go and check it out on the channel. We've done like, you know, a side quest based video that dissects those particular kind of like breakdowns of, okay, if you do this, you'll get this, blah 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 blah. So I'm just trying to find which video it is. There it is. So yeah, on the channel it is the one right there. So it's Valkyrie store, buying everything and not doing all content explained. So that video right there, right in the center, it's there. I'll even put like a red circle around it because I'm fancy like that. It's right there. It's that one. So if you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. It's right there. It explains everything you need to know. Now at this point, I would post up what the arena predictions would be. Kabam haven't posted it, so slap on the wrist for Kabam Zibit for not posting that. But we know Sauron's going to be the basic, so I'll do predictions on Friday for the Friday news show. and all that stuff. We just end by saying thank you very much to everybody that's supporting the channel, especially those that are Patreon and YouTube members on screen now. Thank you so much. Also those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live on screen right now. Thank you so much for the support, and also I look forward to more wins on Fall Guys. Tonight we go for more crowns like we did last night. Thanks again to the Ridge for sponsoring this video, and go and check it out in the link in the description down below. I'll see you all for another video. Cheers everybody, bye bye.